sobering message.
I cried. I cried. I cried. It still gets me turned up when I think about it right now.
Yvonne Mugure is at home recovering from emotional and physical scars.
And I'm still taking glass out of my skin.
Hi, I'm Yvonne. Thank you for joining me today. I know today's topic is a little different and you're like, what the heck is you talking about? I will definitely explain. So if you'd like to know, just stay tuned. In a previous video, I touched up on this and I talked about how I was in a very bad car accident. I didn't necessarily give the details, which I will proceed to do now. So I was with a few friends coming from a night out. I wasn't drunk or anything, and the last thing I remember is my best friend saying, "Oh my goodness, Yvonne, that car's coming fast," or something similar to that. And that's the last thing I completely remember. But what I heard happened, what they told me and everybody else has told me, is I was hit by a drunk driver. And he wasn't only drunk, he had traces of cocaine in his system. So he hit me at first and he didn't realize that he hit me. So he kept driving. And at this point, I was on the roof of his car. And he still kept driving. Thank goodness for all the strangers that were outside at that time. So they chased him on the two sides, and they both chased him until they formed like almost like a barrier, a line. And at this point, he realized, oh gosh, I guess there's something going on. Why are they in front of me? So he braked, and I flew off the car. So next thing I remember is waking up and I thought I was in heaven because there was this bright light, and I tend to associate white and purity and all of that with heaven. So but in the hospital there's like white fluorescent light. So when you wake up, all you see is this white light, and I thought I was in heaven. But I quickly discovered I wasn't after I heard the noises, familiar noises around me, and I kind of heard the noises from the machine. And I was trying to wake up. I could hear people talking around me, and I was trying to wake up, but my mind was awake, but my body couldn't open. I couldn't open my eyes. I was trying really, really hard. I remember thinking, I'm not dead, I know that, but I feel like I'm dying, right? And it's, I don't know how to explain that feeling. You feel like your body's like giving in, right? And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I could be dying, and what have I done with my time? Like, what have I really done since I've been alive? You know, what can I say that I'm proud of? You know, and what can I say makes me feel good inside? I don't care about, and you'll realize this, or I hope you never do. I never wish this on anyone. I hope nobody ever has to go through this type of pain. But I remember thinking, I don't care if I get this type of Mercedes. I don't care if I have the newest clothes. I don't care about any of that. I don't care if that guy thinks I'm good looking. I don't care about none of that. I remember all I cared about was, did I live my life happily? Am I truly happy? Did I do everything I could to be happy with myself and everyone around me? Did I give enough? What did I do exactly? What have I done up to this point? Why did I care so much if I was skinny, fat, if I was the right type of... Why did I care so freaking much? So I remember when I was 16, I read this book, Tuesdays with Morrie. Well, it was required. It was required to read. Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. And I remember this specific quote, once you learn how to die, you learn how to live. And I remember not necessarily understanding that. So that quote made so much more sense once I had that experience. I realized, like, because I know what it's like, or what I got a glimpse, a taste, a splash of what it may feel like to die, I think I know a little bit better how to live. And I know that sounds really crazy, and it might sound weird almost, but I just learned some of the things that I took for granted, not being able to walk. I had to completely learn how to walk, and just taking a shower, things that I took for granted, the little things in life that I didn't necessarily think about, are all the things that I couldn't do at this moment. And the things that I really thought highly of people, what people thought of me, or what kind of things I was wearing, what I look like, those things are the ones that don't matter at this point, you know. And I realized it was almost like I learned how to live. I learned how to live my life a little better, and to not take for granted some of the little things that you take for granted. Don't care about if that person doesn't like you. Don't care if those things do not matter. I'm telling you, those things, when it comes down to the grand scheme of things, right, those things do not matter. What matters, or what I think, what matters to me, is me living my life and being happy with myself, and somehow sharing that with everybody else. And that's one of the reasons I even started this YouTube. I wanted to pay it forward. When I was trying to better myself, there were YouTube videos that I watched, there were quotes that I looked up, and those people inspired me, and I wanted to, like I said, pay it forward. I want to somehow maybe let you know, if you're going through something, whatever it is, it's temporary. You know, whatever pain you're going through, whatever you're going through at the moment, is temporary, if you want it to be. Your mind is a remarkable thing. If you tell your mind to not think about something, to not focus on something, and you focus, if it's on getting better and you focus on that, you will get better. You are way stronger than you think you are. I learned that for myself. I learned that I am stronger than I could ever think I was. I'm hoping that you learn that too. And the main reason I want to do this video, I could do more makeup videos, I could do a lot of other videos. I want to make sure that I'm letting people know that it's okay to be who you are. Or love yourself. And I am a way more confident person now than I ever was before that accident. I'm not completely different. I still have a lot of characteristics that are similar, but I am almost like a heightened, I'm like a heightened self, if that makes sense. I'm a more aware self, and I've learned that things are really important in life. So if you don't take out anything from this video, I hope that you take out that all those, your shoes, your car, your makeup, even makeup, honey, will not be right next to you on your bed. They won't. When you're dying, those are not the things that you cling on to. You cling on to your memories. You cling on to your happiness. You cling on to all those things that made you feel like you lived your life. And if you're not living your life, you don't feel like you're happy, find your happiness, whatever means necessary. If that means you need to move away, if that means you need to start from ground zero, if that means you need to be a little bit farther from what you thought, if that means, whatever it means, do it, and don't care what anybody else thinks. Those people are not dying with you. Those people are not there with you when you're in your head. No, you're there with you. You're there with yourself and God. At least for me, God is there with me. So I'm still polishing this gold, and I hope you continue to do so too.